Hello. I get asked a fair bit about cloud and the internet in general, and especially about privacy and about what people do. They always say, you know what, I do a search for a cruise somewhere, and then suddenly everything I go to, I'm getting adverts for cruises, and I'm getting this and that. And so people are watching, they're listening to what I'm doing on the web, and it's not private. Can I do anything about it? Well, yes, you can. And I've put together a short video here which talks about where that information is stored, how you can get to it, how you can change things on it, and delete some of the activity and make it a little bit more private, secure your accounts a bit more, and just not stop what is being tracked, but certainly have visibility in what is being tracked. So let's jump over to that video and I'll show you what we do there. We'll start off here with a website that's displaying ads, and you can see that on the top banner it's got a Ionis, which is a web hosting company, and if we scroll down a little bit we can see we're getting an advertisement for the Aura, which is a smart ring for step counting and things in a ring, which is cool. But I'm interested, why am I getting these ads when I'm just browsing the net and seeing things? Where is this data being collected about me? What do they know about me to display this type of information? And it leads us into a bigger concept about really what is being collected about us on the net. Can we control it? Can we have a look at what is there? Answer is obviously absolutely yes. So let's have a look where that is. If we look in the Google account, you go to myaccount.google.com and you'll see the main page for your settings. If we look at the data and personalization page, you can see this is the part where it's looking at what your web activity is and where it starts collecting that information from. You can see it's turned on here. You can of course turn it off. I mean, you don't have to have them tracking that information. You can turn it off there, and you can turn off this section here which is talking about the Chrome history and any activity from sites and apps, devices that use any of the Google services and start collecting information about you. And a lot of that comes from the activity that you have. And you can see here that it looks at what I've been doing on Google, and it starts to build up a bit of a profile about me and what I like to look at, what I'm searching for, things that I'm clicking on, generally my activity around my web and searching experience. So let's have a look and see what that really looks like in the account side. So if we go back to the front screen, what I'm interested in here is on that data and personalization page. We go down a little bit, it talks about ad settings. And let's go into that and see what's in there, because this is the main page that says, is it going to personalize ads to me? Which is obviously yes. But like I say, what I want to work out is where is it getting this information from about my experience? So if we go down a little bit, you can start to see what it knows about us and what it's collected. So it's worked out my age, which is pretty correct. It knows that I'm male. It knows I speak English. So it's going to start presenting things for that. It knows that I did some searching for that Aura ring. I've been on the one-on-one website with Ionis, and it starts to work out this is my trending activity. It also works out that I live in Utah. It looks at all other items that I'm interested in, and you can see here we can turn things off if we want to turn off particular types of ad. But what we can do here is we can say, okay, I don't really want to see adverts from Walmart, even though I went to their site. So I can jump in here and it says this is based on the fact that I did visit the advertiser's website or app, and I can turn that off. And you can see and notice though that it says it'll turn it off, but it may not really take effect for a little while, and it will turn off for at least 90 days. So it will come back. So something to be aware of, that you probably want to go and check these settings periodically, and I will just turn that off and say I don't want any ads from Walmart, thank you very much. But you can see how it started to build that profile. If I want to go and change things, I can go into here and I could say I'm going to update that setting and say my preference. Obviously I'll leave it as male, but you can see how you can start to customize those options if you really want to. In the advanced tab here, you can see it's also using information that from the partners to show ads as well. But it really means that we look at this and say, is the data available to us to go and edit and change? Well, absolutely it is. They're trying to be as transparent as possible, and we can edit these things in here. Back on that main page again, what I would suggest is have a good look through this. have a look at the security recommendations, the privacy suggestions, all of the items in here. You're probably going to find a few things that you want to turn off, some things you want to turn on depending on your personal preference, but definitely go check it out. It's a good place to make sure that your web experience is customized to you, but also parts of it are private as well, because sharing data is obviously a concern that we have when using cloud services and the internet. So there you go. So once again, thank you for watching. Really appreciate the time you spend on these videos. Have a look at thecloudgeezer.com and on Instagram @thecloudgeezer. Also on YouTube as well. Check that out. Subscribe to the feed. That would be great. And I will talk to you again soon. Have an awesome weekend, guys. See ya.